Rada Music with 3-piece TCG, Big Beard TCG, and 2D. I'm talking about Bandai's approach to balancing. And whether it's balancing or punishment, you know what I'm saying? Whether it's balancing or banishment. What you see in the back, don't get distracted. This is just a little mommy nami action I'll be having up for you guys tomorrow. But so this is what it is, dog. This is the new leader. Now, when we were talking yesterday with the gang, I was under the impression that the new leader is the same thing. It's just, 4 life, 5,000 power, red, purple law. I'm not even going to read this. What I thought it was is that you can still bottom deck one of your opponent's minus 3,000 or 3,000 or less character. But the caveat now is that you can only bring back a Hearts Pirate. And I said, he can still bottom deck and he can still bring cards back. He just can't bring back Killer. He can't bring back Shariah. He can't bring back Reiju. He can't bring back, the suspects that really help him close out the game. He's not bringing back Zoro. You know what I mean? In some cases when you just need a rusher. Then a friend, my buddy George, one of the founders of 3-piece with me, he texts me and he's like, man, I can't believe it. It's such a joke. It's such this. And I'm like, it's balanced. I understand the party's over, but it's a little more balanced. Maybe they'll give him some more Heart Pirate support. Nah, dog. Bottom deck one of your, Don -3. Bottom deck one of your 3,000 power or higher characters. Play up to one cost 4 or lower Heart Pirates type character from your hand. That is 3 gallons of booty juice, bro. What is that supposed to do? Like, honestly, what is that supposed to be? What are we supposed to do with that? Why would you want to get rid of one of your 3,000 or higher cards off the field? Like, what would be the purpose of that? Just so that you can bring back another Hearts Pirate? And what do these Heart Pirates do? That are 4 or lower? Like, what the fuck? Why even waste time printing this card? I'm really hoping that it is the mistranslation of the century, and what they mean is what I thought. You can get rid of one of your opponents. You can bottom deck one of your opponent's 3,000 power or lower characters. As it is, this is just, I wish y'all would have spent the time that y'all had put into this and to figuring out how you're going to catch the West up to the East. That way we can get these fucking cards now, because I do not want to wait for 09 any longer than I have to. This is crazy. You know what I mean? This is just, and also, because I was playing a lot of Dragon Ball Fusion World. I got really excited about Topku, you know what I mean? And which is the latest Goku from set 2. And the way they weren't even trying to balance that card or that deck either, and they just said, fuck it, we're going to destroy it. The way it actually led me to, that's why I'm not playing Dragon Ball Fusion World right now. You know what I mean? I haven't been, it's not just that they nerfed him, it's just that it takes a lot of wind out of your sails. You know what I mean? Let's bring it back to Sakazuki. Sakazuki, it doesn't take 5 minutes for me to be like, oh, just make it a choose one, like Perona. This turn you get to choose. Do you want a -1 from somebody, or do you want to cycle a card? A choose one. Or print him with one of his original abilities. When he attacks, he can cycle a card or whatever you want to do. But, like, you got to have a Navy card to trash in a deck that runs only 8 2Ks typically, and then you're going to -1. You want me to give up a whole counter for a 4-life leader? Like, are you guys trying to balance or punish? And it makes me feel like somebody got embarrassed in front of their boss when 14 of the top 16 is Law or Sakazuki, etc. And they got to just make sure this never fucking happens again or they lose their job. You know what I mean? Because if my livelihood was on it, was resting in the balance, yeah, I would print some dumbass shit like this too and be like, "Yo, don't worry, boss. It's fixed. You'll never see Law in top 16 again." You know what I mean? Um, so I would like to like I know I'm just kind of I might just be talking into a vacuum here, but I know people will agree with me when I say that I would really like to see balance be done and not punishment when it comes to these leaders moving forward, because Law is a very fun leader and he does deserve to exist as he was. I do understand that there needs to be an errata, and I felt like the errata I came up with, or that we thought was, I felt like that was fair enough because you can still bottom deck and you can still put somebody into play. It just may not be that kid and killer. You know what I'm saying? It ain't gonna be what it was, but you still have some of the archetype there. Now this is you're literally just playing with yourself, like literally, you know. And Sakazuki is just womp womp. You know what I mean? Nobody's gonna play that shit. So yeah, man, my thoughts and feelings on this, because in the last video that I did, our reaction to the ban list and everything like that, we were not privy to this knowledge. So now knowing this, man, yeah, Law is a fucking rap, and I see now why everything has gone the way it has, and it's just completely, you know, tatas up, tatas arribas, because fucking this leader's done. So, uh, to anybody who would see this that isn't of influence or know somebody of influence, or you know, spread the word, I think the slogan would be balance, not punishment. Balance, not punishment. Balance, not banishment. You know what I mean? Yeah, they like the word banish. Balance, don't banish. You know what I'm saying? Balance, don't banish these champions. Let's balance them, not banish them. You got to remember, man, there's a lot of people, a lot of real people that spent a lot of real money that they didn't really have to play your card game. And this is how that is treated. You see what I'm saying? Now, if you got Reijus, of course you can play a Reiju deck. If you've got fucking Kid and Killers, hey man, they all got their respective homes. They were, you know, the Black Maria is gonna go back to where it belongs. RP Luffy. But yeah, dude, like let's start thinking about things before, you know, we go and banish a whole fucking Sakazuki that people spent $200 on just to get the fucking Borsalinos, you know? That's big, dog. That's big. $200 for 4 cards because y'all refuse to reprint cards. You see what I'm saying? Like, if I were them, it's almost like they kind of like are concerned with the market, the aftermarket, because if I'm printing my own money and everything I print and sell goes fucking sells the fuck out, why do I care, bro? Pull that fucking lever and make this shit happen. Everybody who wants to play this game can play it for fucking MSRP because of how much. You know what I mean? Like, are you really concerned about upsetting TCG player? Do y'all have some kind of agreement? I don't know. But love the game, and I really love the future and love where it's headed. I just think stuff like this is no bueno. You know what I mean? And I think it really turns people off. And I think the fact that nobody sees a problem with, you know, at least this took some brain power. This took some, you know, it took some skill, a little forethought or whatever. And with Yellow, for the last 2 sets, it's just been wham blam, thank you, ma'am. You know, trigger out of life for the win. You know, it's like, is that how we want to win games? You know, I was at Nationals and I understand that their vision might be a little jaded because, yeah, people were actually cheering when Giannis's triggers would go off. I've never heard that many people so happy about a trigger going off, but I guess they also really hated Sakazuki at any cost. But anyhow, so that is my thoughts on this. Like, comment, subscribe. Let me know what's going on. What do you think about this particular leader and the way Bandai balances their leaders? Is it balance or banishment? You know what I mean? Let's say balance, no banish, please, moving forward. Anyways, this has been Murata Music with 3-Piece TCG, Big Beard TCG, and I'll catch you in the next one. Peace.